Uganda Development Bank Limited has repositioned itself as a key partner to the government of Uganda in delivering its National Development Plan, NDP.
UDB occupies a very unique space in Uganda's economy. First of all, we are the only development bank in Uganda. Critically, we are a policy bank, which means that we are a key financial institution in executing the national policy, the government's policy.
And in the plan, one of the key issues we bring out is the issue of financing. We have different types of financing. And now the UDB is the financing arm of the plan. Without UDB, implementation of our private sector driven economy will become a big problem.
We are guided by the Vision 2040 and the National Development Plan 2, which is currently under implementation. The NDP 2 identifies priority sectors that are supposed to help the country achieve middle income status. So our job is to constantly make sure that our interventions are aligned through the projects that we support.
I'm glad your strategic plan has identified out key areas of intervention. This bank should focus on sectors that help the economy to grow and expand.
For the next 5 years, we purpose to focus on 5 key sectors of the economy. That is agriculture, both from primary to secondary and agro-processing. We will focus on manufacturing. We'll focus on supporting infrastructure, the infrastructure sector, as well as tourism and hospitality. And last but not least, we purpose to devote our resources to investments in human capital development, which essentially is the health services and education services.
Multi-Tech Business School was incorporated in May 2002. The bank provided funding to Multi-Tech to facilitate the completion of civil works and procure furniture and equipment for its Kampala campus.
We got to learn about the UDB loans way back in 2017. So because we had a need to complete our structure, the 2 last floors, as you can see, that wing, the rear wing and the left wing. So what we did was to go to a number of banks, and we realized that UDB was the cheapest in terms of interest.
At the time of UDB's intervention, the school was in need of additional classroom and laboratory space to accommodate a growing number of students.
We were able to complete our structure, and now we have a seating capacity of over 4,000 students.
The school has an enrollment of over 1,500 students across its 3 campuses in Kampala, Kachiri and Hoima.
The facility enabled us to procure equipment for vocational studies, because that is now our new orientation. So we were able to acquire equipment of radio and TV for catering, fashion and design. We were able also to get projectors for our classrooms. Now we are going to offer first-class lectures by using projectors and laptop, thanks to Uganda Development Bank.
The school, with the aid of UDB funding, is providing much-needed vocational skills to augment government efforts.
Now, with these facilities in place, we are going to change our direction. That is in the 2018-2023 strategic plan. We want to change our direction. We want to venture into areas that create employment. By the way, even our academic programs which we are running all have a component of vocational skill. No one can graduate from Multi-Tech without a skill.
The medical frontier remains of critical interest to the Uganda Development Bank by way of interventions. Case Medical Center, also known as Case Hospital, is an urban private tertiary hospital in Kampala, the capital of Uganda and the largest city in that country.
It's been in existence for 24 years. I think it is growing to where I need it to be. My vision initially was building a one-stop tertiary center whereby if somebody walked into here, whatever he needs will be available under one roof and 24/7. If you need a cardiologist, midnight, Christmas, you'll get it.
Case Hospital is currently an 80-bed modern health facility providing general and specialized health services to both the Ugandan population and also the neighboring country patients who travel all the way from their respective countries for health services. In order to ensure its smooth and efficient operation as an ISO certified health facility, UDB has funded critical areas of capital investments needed for CASE to provide health services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year.
So privileged to have worked with UDB, a development bank in the country, that has helped us, move certain steps. We've been with them for over 10 years. The relationship is very cordial. They listen, and in particular, in the recent past, we were able to acquire a top-end medical gas machine. It produces both oxygen, produces medical air, and the capacity now we have is we're having a capacity that can really satisfy us fully, even with our extension, giving us even a buffer of almost 40%. And that is quite good in the industry that we work in, because you never ever want to lack oxygen even 1 minute.
Because of its stability, Case Hospital remains a very competitive health facility in Uganda.
Case, we don't use cylinder oxygen. Cylinder oxygen is backward technology. You are never sure of the purity, and many run around 90%, but pure oxygen that you need medically should be hovering above 95, and that's what we have right now. The machine itself is automated. If it has any glitches, it will inform you on phone, okay? And it has a buffer capacity of almost 2 hours, so you have 2 hours to react.
Kampala Medical Chambers started operating in 1997 as Kampala Medical Chambers Clinic on Plot 14A, Buganda Road. In 2014, it expanded into a fully fledged hospital located in the new magnificent state-of-the-art complex building, Jowiro House, on Plot 73, Buganda Road, Kampala.
In terms of where we were and where we are now, we are much better. I could say 70% we are much better. We are able to attend to more people than before, to carry out operations, to save lives of Ugandans, to stop the going to India, some simple things which you don't need, moving up and down, they are done here. We have many specialists who come, orthopedic surgeons, general surgeons, gynecologists, physicians, pediatricians, they are all here.
Today, Kampala Medical Chambers Hospital is a new state-of-the-art private hospital offering most medical and surgical specialties, as well as diagnostic imaging, pharmacy and ambulance services, thanks to the interventions by the Uganda Development Bank.
We got a loan facility from UDB. It's now about 6 years ago. When we got it, we had a very nice interaction with UDB. It was a friendly environment and they were welcoming. We sat down with them. We went through a tedious process and the loan finally was approved. It was initially a facility in dollars, And when the dollar exchange rate became too much, we went back for restructuring. And good enough, they did their part. They helped us to restructure it. And the grace period was also extended, which was very kind of them. And they also considered fairly the interest rate.
The facility allows one to obtain diverse clinical and diagnostic care across several specialties.
They were good partners. We love them, and I'm sure they also love us. Whenever we get problems, we run to them. They come to our rescue. I've liked their monitoring. They do good monitoring. They check on us every month. They come, supervise, check, advise, call us for meetings. We have very regular meetings. It is usually two-way. I'm very happy with them.
Our funding targets SMEs because we believe that by us using them to create value, of course more jobs will be created, value of production will increase. They've mastered the art of running businesses. Those that are struggling, we do handhold them. We've implemented advisory services that can help us improve the internal capacities of those that are struggling.
We've been able to touch lives, and that's the key expectation from any development financial institution.
So we want to really go out and make it clear to the people what we are here for. So that visibility, what role do we play in this economy is something we're focused on now.
We're quite serious about growth. Looking at what we've projected to grow at the end of 2025, we should be growing about fourfold. But we believe with the support we have from all stakeholders and government and the funds that we are able to now mobilize and generate, we could probably exceed that. So by 2022, we really believe that the bank will be substantial. The size of the bank will be quite substantial. And at that point, we believe that we shall be making meaningful interventions and being more relevant.